So Activision and Blizzard are sister companies, so they're working on a number of different games. And so we have a great relationship with the Activision publishing guys, and provide knowledge sharing and even advice back and forth, depending on what the games are. Activision Blizzard provides a lot of shared services and corporate functions that support both divisions. And now we actually have a third gaming division at Activision Blizzard, which is King Entertainment, which has a ton of experience in mobile games. So I would say we just have a very good relationship with our sister companies, and there's a lot of dialogue and potential for collaboration and helping level each other up.
Well, we have great characters. I think first and foremost, even the worlds that don't have what you're describing as the long stories, we have pretty expansive universes in most of our games, if not all of our games, and we have a wide variety of characters to draw from. It's it's a story playground for sure. There's a lot of opportunity there for great storytelling.
I would actually say Overwatch is probably the best example, because there's storytelling outside of the game, because in the case of Overwatch, there's actually very little storytelling that happens inside the game to an extreme, and so we've really had to think about how to build this world out and tell the stories of these really amazing characters that have been created. And so there's a lot of opportunities, with cinematic shorts that the team has been putting together to deepen that connection to the universe. Yeah.
I mean, we're really clear that our players are excited for it. I mean, we read the threads, we see the comments. Every time we put up a cinematic, it feels like we're hearing back from the players how excited they are about other opportunities and possibilities. And we listen. So we are thinking about it. We are looking at all the ways that we can express the world and the universe. We're also still maintaining and building a world, a very young universe around the world for the game. So there's a lot of priorities to juggle, but we're listening, and we are definitely thinking about what else we can do.
The Warcraft movie was actually created in partnership with Legendary. Blizzard was actually quite involved, especially on the art style. Since then, Activision Blizzard has actually created a new division called Activision Blizzard Studios. And that's actually the division that created the Skylanders with Netflix. So that division actually, we think, opens a lot of doors for us to partner with them to find new ways to explore storytelling within our universes. I can understand why there might be some concern, but I don't really think that the Blizzard games fall into any of those categories where there's any need for concern. And so, I also think that, the question of gambling and whether loot boxes are gambling, you have to look at whether or not people are really gambling, and whether that means whether they're putting up something of value in anticipation that they might be able to create even more value. In order to create more value, you have to be able to convert that back into real money. So if it's a closed system, I don't think that there can be gambling. We still think World of Warcraft has a very long life ahead of itself. We have a very passionate player base that's very interested in new content and continuing to evolve this world. And I think we have our game development team is as strong as ever. We're investing more in content creation for World of Warcraft than ever before. So You know, I think it's just on us to continue evolving that experience and evolving what World of Warcraft is, so it can continue to be the premier massively multiplayer game in the world.
Well, the game dev teams create the new expansions, but we work really closely with the game teams. The most common scenario is that they collaborate with us. They come and sit in a story room and talk about where they're taking the game and what they might be developing. And we take that in, we digest that, and then we pitch ideas. And it's a very collaborative group effort. It's really typical 3 or 4 people to throw out big ideas. Some of them get shot down really quickly. But there's the trust around the idea that we'll find something that everybody's excited about, and together with the game teams, we'll try to craft a story that enhances the story that they're telling with the game that we can explore in some other format.
The thing I'm most excited about with Blizzard Arena is this is a Blizzard facility that our community can come together and gather and follow esports throughout the year. And actually, we could even use that facility for things other than esports, community gatherings, whatnot. But in terms of the esports strategy, we're really spending a lot of time with the Overwatch League. We're about to kick off this brand new league with a structure that is designed to allow all the stakeholders that are investing with us in creating this league to participate in the value creation. And so the long-term vision there is for each of the teams to have local venues in their home cities. They can hold home and away games just like you see in traditional sports. And that unlocks a lot of opportunity for those teams to build their own fan base and also to build their own businesses in their out of their own local venue. Well, we do think that you know, an esports ecosystem needs to have that whole pyramid all the way from amateur all the way up to the top level of professional play, you know. And so as we're designing our programs, we're thinking about the entire ecosystem and how we can support that.